has returned to the state of Texas, and tonight we've got a good one for you in Dallas. The NBA on TNT Tuesday is presented by State Farm. The Boston Celtics continue their road trip as they meet the Mavericks at American Airlines Center. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the NBA on TNT. Ian Eagle along with the Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Grant, you experienced it 7 times in your career, being named an All-Star, and 2 young Celtic stars just got the word that they will be a part of All-Star Weekend.
Well, when you talk about young, talented, and dynamic, you're not talking about us, Ian. You're talking about them. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have had their all-star shine bright for the Celtics this year, and as per usual, they'll be expected to lead their team against this surging Mavs club. And of course, Ian, on the other side for Dallas, there's a reason after his second year, Doncic was a preseason MVP candidate, and his numbers this year have not disappointed at all. He will do everything in his power to help lead his ball club. And yes, a very important matchup for the Mavs.
All right, let's check out the starting lineups. For Boston, Tatum and Brown are joined by Tice, Thompson, and Walker. Dallas, take note, no Kristaps Porzingis, no Maxi Kleber. So James Johnson and Dwight Powell step in to those spots for Rick Carlisle's squad. Celtics come in at 500, 15-15. Dallas a game under 500 at 14-15. Mavericks played last night. They beat Memphis 102-92. They went wire to wire in that victory. Boston is coming off a crushing loss to New Orleans in overtime on Sunday. It was a complete collapse. They led by as many as 24 in the third quarter, but could not finish the deal. Powell jumping it up with Tice, and we are underway from Dallas, Texas. Boston controls the tip. Kemba Walker gives it up for Tice, who brings Johnson to the outside. Walker on a kick. The all-star Tatum, little fend off and fade away, book it.
And Bird, that shot right there is unguardable, as it appears as though the buzzer went off there. But Tatum is so long. He's like almost 6'10", and has such a high release point on his jump shot. He gets to that free throw line, he's automatic off the bounce.
Grant, I think he's grown since he came into the NBA. Like, literally, I think he's taller than he was when he came into the NBA.
I agree. Got maybe away with a little bump right there, a little push off, but he is tall. He reminds me a little bit of a T-Mac, Tracy McGrady, who was long, had a high release point on his shot. Maybe not as explosive as T-Mac, but certainly for a young player, just incredible footwork, and has certainly had a great season for the Celtics thus far.
They've taken care of the clock issues. 2-0 lead for Boston. Richardson shot it well the other night. Can't convert from the outside. Walker tracks it down for the Celtics. Here's Brown getting a touch. One-on-one against Doncic. His fadeaway is good.
It's like dueling banjos right there. I mean, just take your turn going at it. Jaylen Brown with the same identical move just from the other side.
And that's the Celtics in a nutshell. Johnson connects from the outside. James Johnson, who has not played very much in the month of February, was out of the rotation, but needed tonight because of the injury to Kleber. That injury took place last night in the fourth quarter, a sprained left ankle. Trying to keep that ball alive. Thompson does, and knocked over to Tatum. Tatum makes his move. Powell, the former Celtic, there defensively. Tatum lets it fly. Got it for 3.
I mean, that right there, good defense, just better offense. Jason Tatum against the tall Dwight Powell closeout, knocking it down.
The veteran, Johnson, weaves in, goes glass for 2. James Johnson, now in his 12th year in the NBA.
And Bird, you've been around as long as I have. I mean, he can play. I mean, he's had some really good years early on in Toronto, a great scorer as Tatum gets it in underneath for the easy 2. But James Johnson, you know, making the most of his opportunity here. And he can definitely put the ball in the basket for the Mavs.
He's bounced around. Inside Powell. Foul is called on the interior with Tice and Thompson there waiting for Dwight Powell. And free throws here for the 7-year veteran, originally from Canada, Ontario native. Powell is coming off a ruptured Achilles that he suffered in January of 2020. The NBA on TNT Tuesdays is brought to you by the all-new Kia Sorento, the world's first storytelling machine, and by Burger King. $1 your way only at Burger King. Our officials tonight: Grant John Goebel, Sean Wright, and Jonathan Sterling. (9-6) lead for Boston. Roaming baseline. Brown can't finish, but he's fouled by Richardson.
And Boston does a great job of inverting their offense, bringing their bigs up high, Tice and Thompson, and using the mismatches inside against Brown and Tatum. And you've seen in the last few plays, just an easy flex cut, or excuse me, rip cut to the post, and taking advantage of the size matchup down low, Jaylen Brown.
Brad Stevens, his team still playing without Marcus Smart, out with a calf injury that he suffered on January 30th against the Lakers. There's no doubt they miss his energy. He brings an edge defensively, and he can provide a little bit of a buffer for the likes of Brown and Tatum if he can get it going offensively. They don't really have that right now on this roster. They're expected to do so much, the two All-Stars, and they do. Doncic. That's a three.
Talk about expecting to do much. Doncic does everything for this Mavs ball club, and that play didn't have the ball in his hands. A little catch and shoot opportunity as Kemba Walker matches him with a three-pointer himself, Bird.
And a good sign that Walker is making shots.
Bird, when you're a two-time All-Star from Duke, you have to be able to score in a number of ways. And Tatum, the mid-range, the long range, and of course his size and strength posting up inside. Dynamic and diverse in terms of his scoring. Jason Tatum getting it going early for the Celtics.
The Duke mentions are at 1. I predict multiple mentions. Richardson sticks it off the spin.
And tough shot there by Josh Richardson. He's the key right there. When he plays well, the Mavericks win. The X factor for this Dallas ball club.
They have won 6 straight when he hits double figures. Walker the leaner. And both teams are making shots. They're not missing. Right now, Boston is 6 of 7. Dallas is 4 of 5 here in the early going. Richardson using the screen.
Ryan, this Dallas team very different without Porzingis and Kemba out there. Porzingis, a lot of times on that screen and roll with Doncic, he likes to pop and space the floor. Now you have a Powell who likes to dive, very similar to a Willie Cauley-Stein as well. So the Mavs have to adjust with Porzingis out of the game.
It is lower back tightness for Porzingis. He's missing his 13th game of the season. Slam down on the follow. It's Powell on the rack attack.
And Powell had that injury. Great to see him back, showing that athleticism. And Porzingis, he had been out for a while, but pretty impressive numbers as he's returned. Unfortunate setback with that bad back.
Kick it out for Finney-Smith. Johnson curls in, misses it with the left hand.
And that's Johnson's game. He likes that mid-post, strong, and loves to attack the rim.
Foul is called. Richardson taking umbrage with the call of Jonathan Sterling.
It looked like Richardson got a little tangled there with Tice. As Tice was coming down the court, it looked like they were kind of grabbing each other, doing a little waltz.
So Tim Hardaway Jr. will check in. Grant last night, he was unstoppable. 29 points, 7 of 11 from three-point territory. That was the second foul charged to Josh Richardson. Walker, foul is called, but it's on the floor. He wanted a shooting foul, didn't get it from Sean Wright, so Celtics will have it on the side.
And I like this right now from Walker. Walker is being aggressive. He's hit some shots early, looking to take Hardaway Jr. off the bounce and draw a foul. He struggled a little bit last night against the Pelicans, so good for the Celtics to see him out here being aggressive.
That's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. 7 to shoot.
It's funny
Dallas
to me
is
how
playing its 8th straight home game, Grant. This is a snafu in the schedule because of the severe weather in Texas. 2 games were postponed. Brown misses from long range, and the rebound knocked out of bounds off of Dallas.
And you talk about that break. I think only 1 game in the last week for the Mavericks. So a chance for Rick Carlisle to have some practice time and get some guys some rest here, and certainly have been playing well. 6-2 with great momentum on both ends of the floor for the Mavs.
Walker is off the mark. Johnson goes coast to coast for 2. Johnson has been aggressive.
And he has been. He attacks strong, gets to the rim. Really solid player, and obviously making the most of his starting opportunity.
Tatum lines it up. Rainbow jumper doesn't go. Rebound, Tice, and a foul called on the interior. Johnson was on the front side trying to guard him on the follow.
And in transition right here, which the Mavs have been doing a better job as of late. You know, Johnson attacking before that Celtics defense can set up, and able to easily get to the rim.
FanDuel gives you more ways to win this NBA season with sports betting, daily fantasy, and free-to-play games. Sign up and play at FanDuel.com. Tristan Thompson will sit for Boston, and it'll be interesting to see how this rotation works. They go bigger in the starting lineup. They bring Pritchard in, who has been a big surprise, and he's been asked probably to do more than they ever anticipated at this stage of his rookie year, from Oregon. And Shemi Ojale has checked in for the first time. Jalen Brunson is in for Dallas. Doncic short on a 3.
And for the Celtics, you're right. I mean, you have the core guys in Tatum and Brown who've been sensational. A lot of new faces who've been asked to play a lot, particularly with Walker and, of course, Smart out. And once again, Tatum attacking, but this time called for a traveling call there. But Boston still trying to find their way with some of their fresh faces, and certainly Brad Stevens understanding the importance of developing those young guys and developing his bench and thinking big picture for this ball club this season.
Yeah, no doubt. Doncic, Euro. It's blocked by Tice. And they're going to call it goaltending.
Impressive on both sides. A tremendous Euro step by Doncic. His ability to slow down and decelerate, and then Tice with the block attempt called for goaltending. Doncic so good at getting into the paint, using his size.
And the pull-up for Tice. I have to reassess. You know, I call it a Euro, and that's what it's called. Is it a Slovenian step because of his home country? I could easily work that in.
I like that. You know, I'm not as creative as you heard, but I do admire creativity when I see it or hear it, and I like that.
It's very simple alliteration. Slovenian step. We'll see. We'll see if it takes. There's Doncic. Hard double team on Doncic. Somehow tries to find his teammate in the corner. Not many guys would even attempt that pass. It's knocked out of bounds. Dallas will retain it.
And with mobile bigs like a Tice, you're able to get out on that screen and roll and trap hard, which is exactly what you want defensively against Doncic.
Doncic lobs it in. Marjanovic. You rang. Boban for 2. 19-18 Mavs. Tatum protecting the acceleration, And a foul is called.
And Tatum right there is able to get the defender on his hip, but Boban right there just rolls it, just throw it up high, and Pritchard's like, I didn't see that last year in college. A big guy like Boban having to help, and I'll tell you, for his size, tremendous hands and touch, and great personality, as we've all learned the last few years.
He might be the most well-liked player in the NBA, universally liked by everybody.
I agree. Just a fun-loving guy who's just appreciated and loves his game and his personality. Even the big fella Shaq in the studio, he's hard on big guys, but he likes Boban too. So that tells you something.
No doubt. 20-19, Boston in front. Doncic wheels to the rim, and it's blocked by Tice. Up ahead, Brown tracks it down, challenging Brunson on a Euro of his own. Tice, the push shot, doesn't go, and Boban secures it. Shake and bake. Brunson's been playing at a very high level. Misses on the fadeaway. Marjanovic couldn't grab it. Celtics up by 1, 4:25 to play in this opening. Tatum misses on the floater, cleared by Boban Marjanovic.
And Marjanovic just taking up space in that paint, definitely acting as a rim protector. And talk about paint, Doncic just takes his time, meanders into the paint there. Beautiful touch for that layup.
Grant, his feel and his speed, it's always done at his rate. Never speeds up, never does anything out of control. Pull-up jump, short from Jaylen Brown. And Marjanovic with another rebound. He's had a major impact in just 2 minutes. He's got 3 boards and a bucket. Doncic drives in, and a foul is called as he took it at Pritchard.
You talk about playing at his own pace. He's so good at getting the defender on his hip. Just reads the floor very well. Great screen inside there by Marjanovic. But Doncic, yes, can hit big shots from the perimeter, but he loves to get into that paint and read and react, and usually makes the right play on the offensive end. And Bird, you saw his numbers improve there month to month. I mean, Doncic admitted earlier that he was expecting the season to start later, possibly in January. So maybe wasn't at his best, wasn't in the tip-top shape when the season started, but encouraging to see his numbers improve from month to month, for his ball club.
Grant, he had scored in 25 points or more in 14 consecutive games, a franchise record. That streak ended last night when he was held to 21. Still had 7 rebounds, still had 5 assists. Tatum sits for Boston. And now it's the rookie Aaron Nesmith from Vanderbilt seeing early action for the Celtics. Brown drags 2 defenders. Pritchard is open. Can't hit the 3. Offensive rebound, Brown. And he misses short on the fade. Marjanovic tried to tap it home volleyball style, and the Mavericks with an empty possession.
And like I said, Marjanovic just taking up space there defensively in the paint. Nothing easy. As Payton looked pretty easy on that play. I stand corrected. Excuse me, Pritchard.
So Payton Pritchard, the 26th overall pick, tough. Good floor general when he was at Oregon. They've asked him to do a bunch of things in his rookie season. He's come through. Jumper doesn't go.
He and I are on a first-name basis, Bird.
Yeah, I think he's cool with it. You can call him Payton. After the Tim Hardaway Jr. miss, we get a timeout. Dallas up by 1 late first quarter. See the best of All-Star all in one incredible night. This year's event will support historically black colleges and universities and COVID-19 relief equity efforts. Learn more at nba.com/all-star and watch on Sunday, March 7th, right here on TNT. Boston started 6 of 7 from the field. The Celtics have made just 2 of their last 10 attempts. It's Brown from long range. Jaylen Brown knocks it down.
And an area where he has improved, more consistent, Bird, from downtown. Jaylen Brown knocking it down.
Robert Williams in the game for Boston. He has really come on of late. Jump shot, Hardaway, no. Rebound snatched by Brown. Using the Williams screen. Brown gets the bounce.
And I like that. He attacked Marjanovic, went right at him, had him on his heels, able to finish with that nice floater.
And 9 points for Brown. Tapped home. Marjanovic off the Doncic miss.
And it's so tough because there's so few guys that are that big and that long in the league. You really can't prepare for a guy like him, using his size and easy tip-in inside.
Robert Williams misses from the perimeter. Boston holding on to a 2-point lead, just over a minute to go in the opening quarter. Working around the perimeter. Brunson, one dribble and a J. Bottom for 3.
And what a beautiful ball fake right there. Getting the defender up in the air, able to gather, reload, and knock it down.
Oh, up top, Pritchard for Time Lord. Robert Williams on the flush.
Not a whole lot of defense going on right now. These guys
You're sensing that, Grant, huh?
Yeah, I could have played in this game.
Hardaway turns the corner for the bucket, and we're tied at 29. Two-for-one opportunity here. Pritchard penetrates. Fancy ball handling, but an air ball from the outside. Doncic, hesitation dribble, razzle-dazzle, Marjanovic, big finish. Doncic with the pretty dish.
Wow, that was impressive. Drawing 2 defenders and finding the big fella behind the back.
Ojale strokes it for 2.
I'll tell you, whoever decides, Bird, to play a little defense here is going to probably pull away with the victory, because both teams getting whatever they want.
Final possession. Doncic the step through. He banks it in at the buzzer. Everything is going down.
Everything indeed, Bird. Right here, nice hesitation. Got Brown in the air. And in honor of our guy, Mr. Raff, with a kiss. He'll get mad at me for saying that, but Doncic
on TNT Tuesday. There's tenured coaches in the NBA. A part of this one tonight. Popovich number 1. There's Eric Spoelstra. Rick Carlisle 3rd, followed by Terry Stotts and Brad Stevens. Amazingly enough, now in his 8th year as the head coach of the Celtics. He's an old guy now. And moments ago, Grant Hill had a chance to catch up with Brad Stevens.
Coach, you guys started off hot, 6 for 7 from the field, went through a stretch where you struggled to score, but you found your footing. How do you feel about your offense thus far here in this first quarter?
Yeah, I felt pretty good about the offense. I thought we tried to attack through Boban a little bit too much. I think we can get it to the second side a little bit better, but for the most part, we got good looks. It's the other end of the court we need to clean up.
Yeah, Coach, you talk about the defense. I mean, it looked like Dallas was really getting into the paint with ease there, particularly with Doncic and his ability to penetrate. What adjustments do you have to make to contain that?
Yeah, we have to be up higher on everything. We have to be more impactful earlier. If he gets into the paint, he's too big and strong. He's going to get to where he wants to go. And obviously, they've got guys that if we do over help from the weak side, they'll spray it too. It's a tough team to guard, but we got to be more impactful early.
All right, Brad Stevens along with our own Grant Hill. We start this second quarter. A foul was called on Nesmith and then a turnover. Up top, Williams couldn't finish it, but he is going to the free throw line, and good chemistry so far from that combination, Pritchard and Robert Williams.
Yeah, they've tried that a couple times, and certainly that chemistry is developing. Williams, so explosive. Just throw it up there, Pritchard. He'll go get it.
So a non-shooting foul. Boston has it to trigger on the side from Neesmith. Pritchard probing. Williams goes down. Neesmith gives it up. Walker is back in. Step through and Jay. Count it for Kemba Walker.
Wow. That was not an easy shot right there. Ball fake at the three-point line. Step through runner. Kemba Walker feeling it.
Hardaway goes glass for Dallas, and the scoring spree continues for both teams, Grant.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. I'll tell you,
Dallas
Tim Hardaway Jr.
58%. Jump shot for Ojale. That's a three. Hardaway rims out. Rebound controlled by Walker. Celtics 54% from the field. Oh, step back, Jay. Walker doesn't get it to go. Beautiful fake.
Unable to convert. Great fake and just created all that distance right there. Unable to convert.
Richardson, the fend off, and the deuce.
Yeah, and right now for both teams, there's really not a lot of force or resistance on the defensive end. Teams are able to get to their spots with ease, and they got to step in here and play some D as Walker once again misses another jump shot.
And the rebound for Jalen Brunson. Rick Carlisle, when we spoke with him earlier today, said he has never seen a larger improvement as Hardaway misses from the outside than Jalen Brunson from the day they got him and his first day in the Summer League to where he is today, 2.5 years later. High praise.
And that high praise indeed. I mean, think about Rick Carlisle, and as much as he's been around the league as a player with the Celtics and coaching in various stops as an assistant, as a head coach. And so lofty praise for Jalen Brunson. I'll tell you, I think he's been probably their second best player this season, Jalen Brunson, with his consistency in guard play.
Willie Cauley-Stein is in. Pritchard drops it in from long range. Peyton Pritchard looks so confident and comfortable. Celtics getting it done inside, outside. They got a 1-point lead. The NBA on TNT Tuesdays is brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Home loans that fit your life. Rocket can. Second quarter action, we've had 10 lead changes. Brunson pull up. Bouncing off the rim, no, and it's cleared by Neesmith.
We talk about Brunson and certainly his mid-range game. He came into the league with that. He was saying, Carlisle mentioned earlier, his shooting, his ability to get to the rim, changing his body, everything is improvement. And exciting to see this. I was worried about his game and how it would translate at this level, and it's more than translated, in part because of his character and hard work.
Yeah, big-time winner at Villanova, 2 NCAA titles. Intercepted Neesmith, coughs it up. Everybody always praised his high basketball IQ. The question was the physical part at this level for Brunson. Johnson looking to post up the shorter Pritchard. Shot clock winding down to 5. Richardson, nylon on a 3.
And I love right there Johnson. You know, he took the double team, got the ball out, a little swing, and Richardson knocks it down. Struggling a bit, Josh Richardson, 29% from the three-point line, so good for him right there on that 3.
Clear it for Ojale. Now Pritchard with 5 on the timer. Pritchard, and he just tossed it to the Dallas bench.
And Richardson right here, nice swing here, and just raises up against the smaller Kemba Walker and able to knock down that three-pointer. And he's actually having a career low season percentage-wise, shooting the ball from the three-point line. But he does so much for his ball club.
Grant. If he was just at his average 36%, think about what a difference that would make for Dallas this young season. Hardaway, ball fake. Oh, he takes it in with a little something extra. A filthy flush. Tim Hardaway Jr.
And I wasn't expecting that. I mean, Robert Williams, who was right there as a shot blocker, but a beautiful two-hand dunk by Tim Hardaway Jr. His dad couldn't do that.
No. Did you catch a double clutch there, too?
I think it was a double clutch, yeah.
Here's Tatum. Cross, fade. Rebound, and a foul called as Smith took a hit.
Yeah, I thought he had a little double pump there. Okay, now he moved it to the side a little bit. That was impressive, though. I didn't think he had that in him right there, but able to elevate and finish in traffic. Tim Hardaway Jr. Big time move.
Foul called on Hardaway. That is his third, and it forces him to the bench at the 6:38 mark of the second quarter. Five on the floor for Boston. Tatum, Thompson, Walker, Nesmith, and Williams. Jumper doesn't go. Rebounded by Finney-Smith. So Grant Williams seeing his first action. Doncic is back. Finney-Smith lets it fly off the rim on a three. Tatum likes that spot. Jason Tatum, book it from downtown.
I mean, an in and out move, get the defender reaching, pull it up for three off the bounce, and just do it with ease and grace.
Richardson cans it from deep. He is in double figures, 10 points for Josh Richardson. The high man is Tatum with 12 for Boston. Tatum makes his move, blocked, foul called. Finney-Smith was there defensively, and 2 free throws coming up for the two-time All-Star, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum right there, decisive move. It kind of slows down as he gets in there and tries to initiate the contact. And Finney-Smith, looked like a pretty decent play there.
Yeah, Grant, they gave it to Cauley Stein.
Oh, there you go.
So Finney-Smith got it clean. And it was Cauley Stein who got charged with a foul.
And I like what Tatum's doing as Jaylen Brown comes back in the game. Like, he's really at this point in his career, he's got good balance in terms of not settling too much for the long range or the mid range, mixing and matching, getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line, really having a complete approach to his offensive attack.
Yeah, he's putting up career numbers, of course, but you look and analyze some of the numbers. His free throw attempts are up, and his 2-point field goal attempts are actually up as well. Cauley Stein slams it down. So the point being is that Tatum is finding his spots more, and I do think there has been that attack mentality from him, taking on even more responsibility with this iteration of the Celtics. And that doesn't hurt either when Jaylen Brown can attack you from a different angle.
Yeah, these two right here, explosive, dynamic, and it's great that they both can thrive and be the best version of themselves while playing together.
Off the Johnson miss, Celtics trying to take advantage here, trailing by 3. Ball got knocked out of bounds. Plenty of time to work with here on the shot clock with 4:45 remaining in this high-scoring first half.
And look at this right here, this pass right here. Just get into traffic, drop it off. For the easy dunk right there by Cauley Stein. Doncic sees everything out there when he drives to the basket.
Kemba Walker coming off off-season knee surgery. I think the Celtics thought the season was going to start later as well. Doncic comes up short, and they thought that Walker would be able to start the season. Up top, Williams tried to do it all in one motion, and it is out of bounds.
I like the unselfish play by Jaylen Brown, but I thought he was going to try to have a confrontation at the rim against Johnson. Throwing it up to
Foul
Mr.
is
Williams
called.
there.
It is James Johnson with the personal. That is 14 fouls on Dallas. Tristan Thompson against Cauley Stein. Tatum off the hesitation and kick for Walker. Nice give inside. Thompson juggled it, recovers for the flip.
Great job there by Thompson, not giving up on the play. Fumbled the basketball, gathered it. Nice touch inside for the two.
This is the front end of a back-to-back for Boston. They are in Atlanta tomorrow night. Luka Doncic. Beautiful looking stroke from the 22-year-old.
It's amazing. We've been around the league together for a long time, but just overall the shooting in the league, like taking step backs from 4 or 5 feet behind the line is nothing these days as Jaylen Brown knocks down another three-pointer. So incredible, so impressive to see the overall shooting in this league at this point.
Do you like it? Do you like where the game is headed?
I love the shooting. I love the skill level. I just don't love the fact that we put so much emphasis on three-point shooting. I like getting to the rim. I'd like to see guys post up more, have a little bit more diversity to the offensive attack. But I'm just an old head emoting to a bird.
Get off my lawn! It presented by State Farm.
A little nutmeg action right there. Doncic through the legs. Unselfish play. Swing, swing, ball fake. Corner three. Nice pass. What was his name?
Dallas with Luka.
Slovenian. The name you had for his move.
Slovenian. The Slovenian step. Kick it out. Off the rebound, and Pritchard took a shot from Johnson. So Peyton Pritchard, who's an outstanding free throw shooter, will head to the line.
You're right. Both teams flying after the ball, and Johnson catching Pritchard right there in the face, as you said, Bird.
92% at the free throw line for the rookie Pritchard. Coming up, NBA national TV schedule tomorrow on ESPN, 7:30 Eastern. The Warriors and the Pacers. That'll be followed by the Lakers and the Jazz. Friday on ESPN, Pacers take on the Celtics, and the Blazers visit the Lakers. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. 7 points off the bench for Peyton Pritchard. He averages 7.5 per game. Dallas up by 1. Richardson, the fadeaway, no. Tip-in doesn't go for Doncic. And Thompson's got the board for Boston. Celtics can regain the lead here. Brown outside. Tatum takes it in for 2.
And great ball fake and drive there by Tatum. But little thing inside, Tristan Thompson wrestling in there with Powell was able to create that lane opportunity for Tatum at the rim.
54-53, Celtics in front. Powell inside, off the mark. 5-on-4 here for Boston. Tatum, cross, and that ball was tipped according to the officials.
And right here, Tatum, just a ball fake. You have to honor that. Doncic close out. So look at Tristan Thompson boxing out Powell inside, making life easier for Tatum at the rim. And I didn't know what happened on that last play. It looked like Tatum might have just lost control and fallen down. Turned the ball over.
Yeah, Grant, the officials came together. They got the call right. The ball was not tipped. Dallas takes over, down by 1. 4 Celtic turnovers. Doncic runs into a crowd. Marjanovic grabs it, and he and Pritchard at one point were on the floor. The question was it Williams who got his hand on it for the jump ball.
I'll tell you what, I know Rick Carlisle loves it when his guys get on the floor, but when your guy is 7'4", diving on the ground for loose balls, you have to enjoy that right there. Understanding the importance of every possession. But good defense by Boston, and Marjanovic getting both hands on the ball there.
They determined that Grant Williams got his hand on it at the end of the play, so he jumps it up with Marjanovic. Dallas controls it. Richardson with a left hand.
And great awareness by Richardson. No one down there to protect the rim. Quick drive, decisive, great finish with the left.
A blast by Brown. Thompson fake and kicked. Pritchard short pop. Thompson the offensive board. Fake over Marjanovic. Tristan Thompson not intimidated.
Not intimidated at all. That's what he does. Lunch pail mentality, offensive class. Made a living.
Right here, right.
With the Cavs doing that, winning a championship. Great energy and effort on that last play.
American Express halftime report is coming up next. Adam Lefkoe and the gang, Candace, Shaq, D. Wade standing by with a tight one in Dallas. 56-55, the Celtics in front. 14 lead changes in this first half.
Dallas goes to
Get into a
zone
set here with Brown.
Take them out of their rhythm.
Pritchard misses on a three ball. Gears. Denied by Tatum. Williams on the move. Takes it in. It's an offensive foul, and he had an open man underneath, and Williams is grabbing his left leg.
First of all, Bird, just tremendous defense. Doncic so patient there, using his size. Tatum just takes his time, gets the block from the weak side, or excuse me, from the behind. And then on the other end, Williams, 2-on-1 situation, kind of looked like he might have hyperextended his knee, trying to avoid Brunson on that charge. But he was able to get up and stay in the game. So it wasn't too bad for the other Grant.
Grant, we know what Doncic did at the end of the first quarter. He has a knack for beating the buzzer. They give the foul out front. Just the second team foul on Boston in this second quarter, so Dallas will have it with 5.8. Brad Stevens will make a change here. Shemi Ojeleye checks in. And he replaces Pritchard. 5.8 on the clock. Richardson into the hands of Doncic. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Doncic blocked by Tatum again. He got him twice.
Impressive defense
Tatum.
right there by Tatum.
A pair of rejections down the stretch of this first half for the All-Star Tatum. After a quick break, we'll send it over to Adam Lefkoe. Candace, Shaq, D. Wade, American Express halftime report. 56-55. Celtics lead the Mavericks. Halftime on TNT. Third quarter in Dallas. The Celtics lead the Mavericks 56-55. From the first half, we've got some inside tracks. Boston head coach Brad Stevens.
Guys, we talked all pregame about being up. We're not back on Doncic. We're up. Get up. Get into him. Impact him. Make it hard. Guard tendencies a little bit better. Communicate a little bit tighter. Everything a little bit more, and we're in good shape. Here we go.
All right, Grant, perfect transition to our coaching adjustments presented by Samsung. What are you looking for in the second half?
Well, as Bradley Stevens said, you got to keep Luka out of the paint. Right now, Dallas 30 points in the paint in the first half. Boston must do better. And then Dallas, offensive rebounding for the Celtics. They've given up 10 second chance points. That's the key. And then both teams, if whoever decides to play a little bit of defense, I think we'll pull out a victory here. Just a little bit. I'm not asking for a lot. Just a little bit, Bird.
You don't ask for much. You're a giver. You're not a taker. Ian Eagle along with Grant Hill. Second half action here in Dallas with the Mavericks and Celtics in a good one right now. And the Mavericks get a bucket right out of the gate to start this third quarter. Doncic was running back a little bit gingerly, but appears to be okay.
Once again, another basket in the paint for the Mavericks.
Tatum misses from long range. Oh, Brown, tough angle on the inside for the all-star Jaylen Brown.
Brown just swarming the glass, and what a fantastic finish there inside.
Up top, Finney-Smith couldn't grab it initially. Powell works his way in, but can't finish. (58-57). Brown with no hesitation on the pull-up three, rebounded by Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, the handles, kick. Doncic, open look. He's got it. A three, rattles down.
And you haven't seen that much. We're so accustomed to seeing Doncic with the ball in his hand shooting threes. But right there, beautiful pass, catch and shoot for the open three. Somebody got to get a hand on that.
19 points for Luka Doncic. Kemba Walker misses it off the window. Doncic lines it up. Too strong. Rebound fought for, claimed by Tatum. And that's a turnover.
It looked like Tatum was
walking the tightrope.
He was over there, and certainly trying to avoid from going out of bounds. Called for the, I guess, the walk on this play.
Take your pick. Travel, out of bounds. It's a turnover.
It's just a turnover. It's a turnover.
Grant, how about the expectations? Because these two teams came into this season really thinking they could do something special, and it hasn't exactly gone the way they imagined. Johnson, a jump shot. Missed it. Rebounded by Tice.
Yeah, both teams in similar situations, high expectations, particularly after the way they played in the postseason last year, but just haven't really been able to meet that. I think as Boston, I think Tice has called for an offensive foul moving screen on Jason Tatum. But, you know, if you look at those teams that made it to the conference finals last year, Boston, Miami, the Lakers, Denver, all kind of, you know, struggled finding their rhythm here this season. Obviously, LA, the injury to Anthony Davis is huge, but just a quick turnaround, 2 months, a long season last summer. I think it's paid its toll a little bit. There's some fatigue on both ends, and then of course Dallas just struggling. They were so good last year offensively. It was remarkable the kind of season they had. So just trying to manage this season, both clubs, and get through it.
Thompson getting to the area he's comfortable, right around the rim. And we are tied at 60. It's a good news, bad news situation for both teams. Bad news, they haven't played up to the level they anticipated. The good news, there's still a lot of basketball left. Dallas is playing its 30th game. Boston its 31st. Swatted out of there by Tice.
You said it best. Both teams are capable of getting hot. Certainly have done that. And you can see these last 15 games for the Celtics just really kind of struggling here. And struggled as of late. 2-4 in their last 6 games. So this will be a huge win for this Celtics ball club.
Coming off that 120-115 overtime loss to New Orleans on Sunday. Had the big lead in the third quarter. Brown muscles in for the bucket and the foul.
And Marcus Smart approves from the sidelines. Brown kind of drove there. Hesitation froze the defender at the free throw line and then kept attacking and able to initiate that contact, draw the foul, and go for that old-fashioned three-point play.
We knew about his slashing ability coming out of Cal in 2016. Leaping ability, explosive athlete. He's just added to his game each year, now in his 5th season in the league, and got a big contract for it, 4 years, $115 million. Foul is called on the floor off the rebound action. Powell was hacked.
You talk about Jaylen Brown being rewarded, and rightfully so, just improvement. You know, what is his Twitter handle? Faith, consistency, hard work pays off, and he has embodied that during his 5-year career here in the NBA. And so excited for that young man to finally be recognized and celebrated as one of the best in the game.
Yeah, if you're searching it, it's at FCHWPO. Everything you said, except short to initial form. Tatum inside, rolling to the rim. And Boston is executing at a high level offensively. It's a 7-0 run to take a 5-point lead. All-State, a little different tonight considering the circumstances in the state of Texas. The Celtics players, coaches, staff, and Shamrock Foundation are teaming up with the Mavs to help with the relief efforts caused by the terrible weather that hit the state of Texas. They're donating $12,500, which will furnish more than 1,000 meals. Additionally, they'll support the Dallas Mayor's Disaster Relief Fund with a $10,000 donation. Well done. Out of the timeout, Finney-Smith, lunging attempt, and the rebound snatched by Tatum.
And I like that last set right there by Rick Carlisle, posted up Doncic. You know, I like trying to see him down there with his size and passing ability.
Tatum comes up short. Richardson the other way with the Mavericks down by 5. Shooting numbers have cooled off considerably. Right through the hands of Willie Cauley-Stein. Break opportunity for Boston. Brown, he tossed it right at Finney-Smith, and a turnover for the Celtics. Doncic.
Right now for Dallas to get a good look at the basket.
Richardson, no. Thompson saves it. And the Mavericks are down to 44% shooting. Boston is at 46%.
Got a good open three, just unable to convert, Bird, on that last play.
3 ball doesn't go for Tatum. This has been the largest lead either way, 5 points. Dallas has missed its last 7 shots, trying to end that streak here. Hardaway, foul trouble in the first half, and he gets fouled by Jaylen Brown.
And I like right there that Hardaway Jr. did not settle. You know, he caught the ball, could have easily raised up, has not really been in the flow, but put the ball on the floor, attack, drawing the foul. And that's a part of his game that he's improved over his career, is putting the ball on the floor.
Hardaway with Brown. We've got more beard on beard action. And another foul on Brown. Both are impressive.
Yeah. Impressive players and impressive beards too, but smart play, just driving right into the arms of Brown. And why not? Let's see if third time's a charm.
Switch. Hardaway splits defenders. Shot clock winding down. Richardson, air ball. And a shot clock violation for Dallas.
And give Boston credit. That was great defense there on that possession. They guarded Tim Hardaway on one side, and then of course, a great recovery and closeout there on Josh Richardson on that pull-up jump shot.
Dallas has gone nearly 5 minutes without a point. Celtics trying to take advantage here. We're just past the halfway point of the third. Walker. 2-man game with Tice. Mismatch. Walker short on a 3. Offensive board. Thompson. And a tie-up. Finney-Smith.
Right here, Walker takes his time, and Tristan Thompson has made a living, like we said, on the offensive glass, extending the play. And smart play by Finney-Smith. Anytime a big man puts the ball down, get your hands in there, get a steal, and force a jump ball like he did.
Both bring a very similar attitude, relentless in their approach. And it's controlled by Dallas. Mavericks have Finney-Smith, Richardson, Doncic, Hardaway, and Cauley-Stein on the floor. Trying to get off the schneid here. Hardaway. Finally, it goes down on the follow.
There was like a lid on that basket for the Mavericks here for the last few minutes, but nice persistence and patience there by Hardaway on that tip-in.
Discard. Tatum absorbs the hit from Doncic, hangs and hits for two.
And I like that. I like that. Went into his body, trying to draw the charge. Great finish.
Cauley Stein rolling to the rim, and Doncic with the assist.
And right now, Boston is double teaming Doncic, but with his size, he's able to find the open man and found him right there, Cauley Stein at the rim.
Thompson drives. Cauley Stein hurt himself on the block. Thompson takes it in, and he gets fouled.
And initially, Cauley Stein, exceptional defense on Tristan Thompson, but as you said, looks like he might have hurt himself. But Doncic right here, double team, smart play, and another nutmeg by Doncic.
That's two.
And then right here, Willie Cauley-Stein played good defense. I thought he got away with a foul right there. Certainly the refs called it again.
Willie Cauley-Stein shaken up. He took a knee to the hyphen. 68-64 Boston. Boban Marjanovic will check in. FanDuel gives you more ways to win this NBA season with sports betting, daily fantasy, and free-to-play games. Sign up and play at FanDuel.com. Tristan Thompson used to be a lefty, now a righty. That's just hard to even imagine that someone could make that switch at this level, but he's done it, shooting it at 61% of the free throw line. Boban with another jam.
And what a pass by Doncic right there. No look, bullet pass to the big fella.
69-66. Celtics will hit the 4-minute mark of the third. Brown makes his move. Pritchard back in for the Celtics. Tatum. A little bit of a runway, comes up short. Marjanovic a factor. Dump it in. Marjanovic leans, controls it himself, over Tice for two. And a timeout called by Boston. Marjanovic has been a difference maker. On TNT Tuesdays is presented by State Farm. Boston 69, Dallas 68 with 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Out of the timeout, Tatum is fouled on the floater.
And I like that set out of a timeout. Just a nice little pin down curl in the center of the court by Tatum. And he got pushed from behind and now at the free throw line. Simple but effective.
Tatum is 3 of 4 at the line tonight. Upcoming NBA national TV schedule, ESPN. They've got you covered tomorrow. First off, Golden State and Indiana. That'll be followed by the Lakers and the Jazz. Friday on ESPN, 7:30 Eastern, the Pacers and the Celtics. Then the Blazers and the Lakers. Go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app for more information.
Ryan, how about the Jazz? How well they've played. I mean, I think last night they made 28 three-pointers. I mean, the unselfishness, the shooting, and of course the sensational play of Mitchell. Wow. Getting
and Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, both named to the All-Star team here this evening. Brunson, ball reversal. He's got a three.
And I really like him. He just plays under control like a savvy veteran. Shoots the ball with so much confidence. Jalen Brunson. Beautiful shot.
71-71. Pritchard on a kick for Tice. That three won't go, and it's rebounded by Doncic. Off the knockaway, Pritchard gives it up. Tatum, that won't go. And Dallas controls it with 2:27 remaining in the third quarter.
And Dallas really has weathered the storm. You know, they had 9 straight field goal misses. Stayed composed, and now offensively back in this game. Good defense on that possession there collectively by the Celtics.
Well, Grant, there was not a whole lot of defense early in this game. The defensive intensity has definitely ratcheted up.
It really has. Both teams have stepped it up. A little bit more force here on the defensive end, making every shot challenged. And that's what you want here, particularly in the second half.
And now Dallas is starting to find a rhythm again offensively. Hardaway has shot it well, limited action because of foul trouble, but he cracks double figures. Neesmith outside, 1:42 to go in the third. Shot clock is down to 3. Tatum, tough delivery, doesn't go. Rebound, knocked to the outside. Finney-Smith triggers the break. Hardaway turns the corner and slams.
And talk about streaky. Hardaway, when he hits a shot, he gets instantly aggressive. Great ball fake and finish at the rim. Timmy.
Ogilvy, a 3. Every time Boston has had answers. Celtics had missed 10 straight threes until that Ogilvy make.
And right now, a lot of these threes, other than that last one, have been contested. And you talk about the defense. You know, Jason Tatum had to take a contested sidestep corner 3. Dallas stepping up their perimeter defense, guarding that three-point line, making it difficult here for the Celtics. And like I said, I don't know how many guys in this league off the bench are as streaky as Tim Hardaway Jr. But I'm telling you, it seems like whenever he sees that ball go through the basket, he just gets hungry and thirsty for more and stays aggressive and a lot of times produces.
So free throws here for Dallas with 1:03 left to play in the third. Tim Hardaway Jr. coming off the bench. This role has really worked out for him. Now in his 8th year in the league. Like sometimes, Grant, you forget. He was a young guy. He's now a veteran, just like that, in a finger snap that flies by.
He's been playing like a veteran as of late. Instant offense off the bench. Coming up big here, helping his team secure the lead here late in the third.
Under a minute left. Tatum cans it from the outside. Cuts it to 1.
And a smart cut to that soft spot in that Dallas zone right there at the free throw line. Tatum, great patience. Beautiful touch on that jump shot.
40 seconds to play in the third. Doncic. Oh, wow! Luka Doncic from downtown.
Wow. That's all I can say.
80-76 Mavericks. Pull up. Walker can't hit. Rebounded by Marjanovic. Shot clock is turned off. Doncic, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. We're down to 10 seconds left. Switch. Switch again. Ogilvy draws the assignment. Doncic, kick. Hardaway at the horn. No good. And we go to the 4th in Big D. The Mavericks on top of the Celtics, 80-76. It's been a fun one. The NBA on TNT Tuesday is presented by State Farm. As we start this 4th quarter, Boston has dropped off to 43% shooting, 8 of 31 from three-point territory. Points in the paint. Dallas has got the advantage, and the Mavericks have the lead. Up by 4 moments ago. Grant Hill with Dallas head coach Rick Carlisle.
Coach, you guys had a bit of a scoring drought. You weathered the storm. How did you get back into the game here in the third quarter?
Well, we got a few stops. We got the ball over quickly, and we were able to get open for some good looks. We got into the bonus, which is good, and we just got to stay aggressive in the fourth quarter.
You guys played last night, back-to-back game. You know, are you concerned about your fitness level, and how do you feel about your guys here going into the fourth quarter?
Well, it's national TV games, long timeouts. We'll try to use the long timeouts, and we'll try to substitute smart. You know, we had foul trouble early, so our minutes didn't stack up early. So, you know, I think we'll be okay.
Okay, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, good stuff there from head coach Rick Carlisle, Ian Eagle, Grant Hill, the rest of our NBA on TNT crew. That long drought for Dallas in the third quarter, 5.5 minutes. They missed 9 straight shots, but after that point, they scored on 9 of 12 trips. And they're trying to extend the lead here. Richardson circles off the hesitation to Brunson. He draws Ogilvy. Brunson blocked by Williams, the second man through for the Celtics.
Oh, great help side defense. Williams with that big time block.
And Jaylen Brown on the spin and turnaround. Two-point game. Richardson knocks it down from the outside.
And you see right now for Dallas, with Luka out of the game, more ball movement, more player movement, working as a group to manufacture points and scoring opportunities.
Banker for Kemba Walker. 9 points for Kemba. Dallas up by 2. Brunson fakes on the handoff, kick out for Hardaway. He lines it up. And it's rebounded by Ogilvy for the Celtics. Walker, Brown, Ogilvy, Neesmith, and Williams. Kemba Walker, bullseye for 3.
And 2 big plays by Walker. First, getting to the rim, able to hit an easy basket in the paint, and then a pull-up 3. Kemba Walker feeling it here in the fourth.
Foul is called on the outside as Walker was defending.
And just a nice crossover. Willie Cauley-Stein staying back in the paint, defending the screener. Great recognition by Walker, and great shot on that pull-up from 3.
And Grant, the last 8 games for Kemba, the numbers have gone up, looking more and more like himself, but it's just been the inconsistency. The last game in particular, just couldn't make a shot. He was 1 of 12 from 3-point territory in that 5-point loss to New Orleans on Sunday.
I mean, think about it. He's been out for a while. And great defense there by Boston, forcing that difficult 3-pointer. But Kemba Walker was out for a long period of time. Came back, and it just takes a minute to get your timing and rhythm, particularly in a season like this, Ian, where you don't have time to practice. So Kemba Walker getting his rhythm here in games.
Hey, Grant, what did Rick Carlisle tell us? You asked him about the 8-day layoff. Did you do some things as they're working on Luka Doncic trying to stay loose? He said, yeah, we actually got to practice. We actually got to work on defense, which was something new and necessary. And, you know, he's curious how the games that unfortunately for the Mavericks had to be postponed, how it will affect the second half of the season, the density of the schedule that we're still waiting on the NBA to release what the second half is going to look like.
No, he made a great point. And look, I mean, typically what happens during a normal season, there's slippage. The execution on both ends of the floor. You need practice time to work on those things. But this year, unable to do so. But this last week, the Mavericks have, and it's really paid off for them. They showed it last night.
Dish. Williams doesn't get it to go, but a foul called. And what a look from Walker.
And I love Walker just attacking the closeout in the corner, putting pressure on the defense. You can tell that he's getting healthy and finding the streak in Williams. Almost had a slam dunk.
Watch live NBA games your way with NBA League Pass. Get more of the basketball that you love on your favorite devices now at a new low price. Brad Stevens, when we chatted with him earlier today, said Robert Williams is a big part of the Celtics' long-term plans, and you're starting to see him scratch the surface of what he's capable of, healthy and playing valuable minutes. Johnson switching hands on the interior.
Great move inside there by Johnson, but you're right. Robert Williams coming into this game, 10 blocks, 7 steals, previous 4 games. So really asserting himself defensively, as you can see here in the 4th, in the game, because he's trusted by Brad Stevens.
Jaylen Brown gets to the rack.
He's got such a quick first step, explosive and powerful. What a great driver slasher, Jaylen Brown.
Hardaway rimming out. Rebound. Last touch by Cauley Stein. 21 lead changes, Grant, that we've seen
just off
here
a dribble handoff, ball fake, gets Hardaway Jr. in the air, and look, he's still got Willie Cauley-Stein as a shot blocker in there, but able to navigate, maneuver, and get the finish. Jaylen Brown, so aggressive, so efficient.
Brown got caught in no man's land. Break opportunity. Looking for the angle. It is Brunson taking it in for 2 on the foul.
And Jalen Brunson on the break. Ill-advised pass by Jaylen Brown, and just takes his time, protects the ball. Foul by Walker. I think it was Walker on that play. But great concentration right there, absorbing the contact. Oh, Nesmith, yes, Nesmith from behind.
Brunson can tack on another at the line when we come back. 4th quarter action in Dallas.
Keep moving it side to side, getting great looks. Keep the attacking mindset. Keep thinking basket when you can. Right. You guys be ready to come off those screens and shoot, right? Like be aggressive, be you. Don't hesitate.
And and 2 of the best coaches in the game, really imploring their guys to be assertive, make great cuts. They understand the importance of executing on both ends, particularly offensively here, to secure a victory for their ball club.
Celtics have had struggles in the 4th quarter this season. They are 26th in scoring in the 4th, 29th in shooting. Tatum off the rim, slam down with force. It's Robert Williams.
Oh, impressive. Wow.
Johnson shovels, and Cauley Stein is fouled.
Robert Williams just dives to the rim, gets great position, and off the standstill vertical with the emphatic slam, tip-in, slam, whatever you call it. I'm impressed.
Now in his 3rd year in the NBA out of Texas A&M, explosive leaping ability, a 7'6" wingspan, tremendous rim protector, and as we're learning, rim runner.
Well, he is somebody who, like a Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, a young player with a lot of runway. So I like these core guys for Boston who are starting to develop and emerge. Playing big here down the stretch.
Doncic back in. Off the missed free throw. Brunson now has a mismatch over Williams. Bucket for 3.
Calm and composed. Just takes advantage of the matchup. Drains the three-pointer right in Williamsville. Just a fantastic move and shot.
12 points for Brunson. Brown is called for steps.
Great defense there by Dallas, but that last play by Brunson, he doesn't have a lot of points tonight, just 12 points, but just timely shots, momentum shots for his ball club, like on that last one. Stepping up big for his team. Nothing's there, takes his time, gets to his spot, shoots it with confidence.
Luka Doncic. Dallas is on a 9-2 run. Back in a moment.
And Luka the Don stepping up big with passing, offensive rebounding, leadership, shooting, doing it all, giving confidence, instilling faith in his team, getting to the rim. Doesn't have the gaudy numbers that we've seen from him, 24 points just thus far, but filling up the stat sheet and helping his team believe here they can close out down the stretch against the Celtics.
Spin move, Tatum comes up short, rebounded by Doncic. That's his 8th board of the night to go along with 7 assists. High screen, Cauley Stein. Stop and go, Doncic flips it, knocked out of there by Williams. Shot clock at 7, Dallas retains. Doncic against Tatum, and he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Takes his time, Doncic, and Tatum reaches. Don't really want that, Brad Stevens, that far from the rim. Just slide your feet. Make Doncic have to earn his shots from the field, not from the free throw line.
Dallas in the bonus. Bleacher Report, in association with the NBA and NBPA, have turned your favorite players into Hollywood blockbusters. Introducing Check the Credits, Players Edition. A limited collection. Shop now at BleacherReportShop.com. 1 out of 2 for Luka Doncic, who is shooting it at 77% at the free throw line, now at 25 points tonight. Largest lead, 7. Tatum on a bounce inside for Thompson. 1-on-1. Thompson comes up short over Cauley Stein.
Right now, Boston, they need a stop desperately here. Dallas with this lead, and Luka just taking his time, picking apart this defense from the Celtics.
Dorian Finney-Smith misses the corner J. Brown. Oh! High floater. Jaylen Brown with an eephus.
I thought he walked on that
for
play.
Brown. Man.
Tremendous shot. I mean, look at this. Just gets to the rim. I thought he was slowed down there by Jalen Brunson, but able to attack, get the ball up. Cauley Stein, shot blocker in this league. And can you spell that, Bird?
I think there's an E, a U, a P, an H, maybe another U, an S. Brunson at the free throw line. The foul was called on Tristan Thompson. Grant, the Celtics have gone through a stretch where they've allowed an opponent to score 30 points or more in 6 straight games. Doncic has 25 tonight. Dallas has really spread it around, though. Richardson with 16, Hardaway with 14, Brunson now has 14, Marjanovic with 10. But there's your list with Ingram, Trae Young did it twice, Jokic, Beal, and the rookie Saddiq Bey.
I mean, I'd be concerned, but hey, those are some pretty talented players. Obviously, the rookie Saddiq Bey. The other ones, all-stars, MVP candidates. That's what this league is now. You have to be able to stop guys. It's so hard to do.
Offensive rebound. Tatum. Offensive foul is called. Tatum had an opening and a turnover.
Looked like Tatum might have wrapped his right arm as he was driving. Yeah, he grabbed the leg of Finney-Smith. I'm surprised they called it, but it definitely was a foul there. And I don't think he needed to do that on that play. He had the advantage on the offensive end.
Those fourth quarter struggles coming into play here for Boston. Brunson stripped, but a foul. Kemba Walker was there defensively. And that means more free throws for the Dallas Mavericks, who are 11 of 13 at the free throw line.
And Smart right there, just attacking, getting to the paint, being aggressive. down the stretch. High percentage shots at the free throw line certainly are good for the Mavericks here in the fourth.
The all-elite wrestling pay-per-view revolution is only weeks away. Tensions are at an all-time high. Don't miss AEW Wednesday night Dynamite tomorrow at 8 on TNT. Jimmy Walker not included.
Going way back now, Bird.
Yeah, that's your genre. You and I are old. It's that simple. Jump shot doesn't go for Jaylen Brown. The Celtics coming up empty. And the Mavericks can bring this lead to double figures with 4 minutes to play. Brunson. Splash! Jalen Brunson. A deep shot for Dallas. 101-89. Mavericks trying to pull away. Brunson delivers. Fourth quarter here in Dallas. Don't forget, this is just the first half of our doubleheader. Got a big one coming up here on TNT. Brian Anderson and Jimmy Jackson have got you covered for Portland and Denver. NBA Tuesdays on TNT. Mavericks 101, Celtics 89. We've got 3:56 to play.
How about Jalen Brunson? 13 fourth quarter points, stepping up big time for his ball club on the offensive end. And we understand why Rick Carlisle has been giving him so much praise, I mean, with his performance here in the fourth quarter. But also Dallas, give credit, their defense here, really been able to neutralize the Boston attack.
Tatum weaving inside. 14-2 run is what gave Dallas its largest lead of the night. Double team, Doncic. And he tosses it right to Brown. Ahead for Walker. Takes it in with a left hand. And the Celtics trying to make a push. Timeout Mavericks. 101-93. Dallas in front. Back-to-back plays for the Celtics to cut it to 8.
And somewhere Jay Wright is smiling with pride because his guy Jalen Brunson taking over here. Three-pointers on the break, clutch shots, big-time shots. Stepping up, Mr. Brunson for the Mavs.
We got a Sadiq Bey reference. We get Jalen Brunson, Jay Wright getting airtime. It's a Villanova party.
I mean, I also have to mention his dad, who is a contemporary of mine. Certainly done a great job raising that young man.
Jump shot. Brunson again. He is locked in. His dad, Rick, played 9 years in the NBA. Counted and a foul. It is Kemba Walker with a chance to tack on one more.
And these guards here taking over. Brunson locked and loaded, continuing with the stellar play. And then Walker right here just, he knows Brunson's trying to get through that screen. He was able to stop on a dime and hit that difficult three-pointer. And look, still
a 4-point play for Kemba Walker.
A lot of time left here. Just Boston has to make sure they execute defensively here, secure rebounds, and get out, of course, on the break and try to score quickly.
Tice back in. Finney-Smith can't hit the three. Rebound to Tatum. Walker leaves it for Tatum. Three on the way. Bullseye! Timeout, Mavericks. Here come the Celtics. Tatum from deep at Grant Hill. A fun one in Dallas tonight. These two teams going at it, and the All-Stars stepping forward.
Yeah, the All-Stars playing big. Jason Tatum just hit a big shot. Luka has been sensational. Jaylen Brown as well. And, of course, Jalen Brunson, not an All-Star, but certainly playing like one here in the fourth quarter, Ian.
It is a 4-point Dallas lead. The Celtics on an 11-3 run to get back into it. Largest lead was 12 for the Mavs. Doncic, step back Jay, off the mark, and it's rebounded by Brown. Get into it quickly here. Neesmith, skimmer, out to Tatum. Goes around 3 defenders, kick out. Walker, they need it. They've got it! A 3!
And drive and kick right there. Jason Tatum attacked, drew the defense, and found Walker for that 3. Great execution by the Celtics.
It's a 1-point game. Finney-Smith, drive and kick. Hardaway, air ball on a 3, and it's out of bounds. But last touch, Tatum.
And Tatum driving there, and Walker steps up, knocks down that 3-pointer. Big-time play by Kemba Walker. And I thought on that last play as well, I thought Tatum might have touched it. The ball was short on that jump shot by Tim Hardaway Jr. Certainly, I'm sure they'll review this right here, Ian.
They will, and it was interesting, the body language, because Tatum's instant reaction was to back off as if he did not touch it because he did have a chance to grab it. Hardaway, boy, it looked like he got a little piece of it. That ball grazes the rim, but the question is whether or not it deflected off of Tatum.
I couldn't tell from that angle, but it seemed like Tatum might have touched it as the ball was about to bounce out.
But again, you often go on the reaction of the player. Tatum would have known if he touched it and probably would have lunged for it. So unless
I agree.
In that moment he thought to himself, hey, I'm just going to let this thing play out. Maybe they didn't see it.
You know, I agree. I mean, typically
was off of Tatum as the ball just barely touched the rim.
No, you're right. Instinctively, you think if you touched it, you would lunge for it, as you're saying, Bird. And Tatum was trying to secure and make sure that no one could get to it. So, unusual play there right now.
And this is a huge call with 1:37 to go. Dallas up by 1. If the call stands, the Mavericks retain it. If they change it, Boston takes over with possession and a fresh 24. John Goble wearing the headset. We've seen Tatum nodding, a couple of times shaking his head as if, no, I did not touch it. Yeah, it was the right hand, whether or not he got a piece. John Goble conferring with Sean Wright.
Review on court ruling stands. It stays Dallas ball.
So they've determined that, in their estimation, Jason Tatum touched it.
And tough play right there for Boston. You know, great defense, forcing Tim Hardaway Jr. into a contested 3. You think you secure the defense exchange, and now you're on offense, but have to play defense again here for 14 seconds at least.
They did everything right except grab the ball. Doncic. 1.5 minutes to play. Dallas up by 1. They switch with Tice. Doncic looking. Brunson's had the hot hand. He's got to hoist it. Air ball. Shot clock violation. Offensive foul on Brunson. It was a triple whammy.
Triple whammy and great defense by Walker. He stunned it when Doncic had the ball, made him release it, and he just walled up, forced Brunson to lean into him, drawing the offensive foul. That's what you want from your all-star. Kemba Walker, disciplined defense. But the play right before, though, Doncic had the ball and he ran at him and kind of stunned it, acted like he was a double team him, and forcing Doncic.
The expiration in 24 is the operator trigger.
So really, it's just a question of what the turnover is going to be. Will it be a foul on Brunson? Will it be a shot clock violation? They are looking to determine whether or not the foul occurred before the shot clock expired. Either way, Boston's going to have the basketball with 1:23 to go.
And Kemba Walker, like I said, he stunned it at Doncic, forced him to pass it, then just did a great job of contesting without fouling. And you're right, either way, it's going to be Boston's basketball. Brunson tried to draw the foul there on that three.
You know, felt like on that replay, it will be a foul on Brunson. There were 0.3 of a second left as he launched that shot and tried to lean in on Kemba Walker. There's the contact. You see time trickling away on the shot clock. And Boston's going to have possession. It's not an issue for foul trouble for Brunson. It's really just housekeeping at this point. But we've now had two fairly long stoppages here in the final moments of the fourth.
Upon review, the foul occurred prior to the expiration of the 24-second shot clock.
So Boston ball, trailing 104 to 103. They were down by 12. Dallas looked to be in control. Then the Celtics started getting it done on offense with Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum all contributing.
And that's what you want, your big three to step up when your team needs you most, and they've done it. And can they continue to do it here this last minute and some change?
Swing it, Walker, jumper, short. Rebound controlled by Doncic with 1:10 left in the fourth.
This is Luka time right now, Bird.
104-103, Mavericks. Brunson, kick out, intercepted. Tatum steps in front, whips it ahead, and Doncic with the steal. He tried to hit Brown on the bullet feed. Kick, Brunson, short, rebound snagged by Brown.